Let's begin today's Vanguard news with the confirmation that DZ-BT08 will contain all 4 of these ride lines. Along with the previous reveal for Argo Sirens and Stoicheia, only Keta Sanctuary and Dark States doesn't have a definitive ride line in the set, unless Sephiroth finally decides a nation to stay with. As a spoiler, Keta Sanctuary will be getting what appears to be a high dog breeder waifu as a new ride line on Thursday. Bushiroad goes hard on milking Suzune's character earlier than usual by revealing Artiseria's DSR artwork. Lyrical Monasteria has finally regained its crown as the most expensive nation, and all they had to do was import a Link Joker with boobs. Sylvan Horned Beast Emperor Magnolia Patriarch, one who walks from Zero Blank Ma Nexus, and Youthberg Skyfall Lam's rebuild will be in DZ-BT08, because as mentioned before, Argo Sirens and an upcoming high dog breeder ride line will be in DZ-BT07. Which also means that Dradueld will be filling up the Dark State slot. On a side note, it seems that Reziel Vita gave Blank Ma his sword. This might be a sign that Akina might stop using Reziel Vita in the future. Those who want to get into Vanguard without having to learn an entire mechanic that's not shown in the anime, looking at you stride deck sets, are in luck, as Leonorn and Dradueld are getting a new product called a Master Deck Set as DZSS09 and 10 in Japan. Funny how they left Youthberg out when it has the more expensive cards due to its various forms and is actually getting new support as shown previously, whereas Leonorn is technically left out this season. And it appears that these sets will only feature Leonorn Vivace and Dradueld Ignis, meaning you're technically buying a 2-year-old deck that doesn't even have a divine skill. Certainly a good way to keep new player attention by using game-winning abilities on turn 3 while they have to wait on turn 4. Those thinking that the anime might be ending soon, Bushiroad brags how the entire franchise is about to reach 700 episodes and more will come. It's odd how they only include one picture for Vanguard G when it brought more players into the game, whereas V-Series had one lousy reboot, an actual good prequel, and an entire filler arc. Talk about being biased. Finally, Vanguard Dear Days 2's new heroine Otawa has her main Vanguard revealed. Hellfire Dragon Warble Dragon while on Vanguard makes you charge 3 energy at the start of your main phase. While on Vanguard, you can pay 3 energy to retire an opponent's rear guard. It gets 5k power if you did not retire a rear guard with this ability, but it gets 10k power instead if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher. And once per turn while on Vanguard, you can pay 1 counter blast at the end of the battle it attacked, and you use 6 or more energy this turn for this unit's ability to stand itself, but loses 2 drive checks. Then you can pay 1 soul blast with the same name as this card to get an extra drive check. Talk about trying to make new players learn the energy system by introducing a promo card that literally requires it to function. And to double down on both the nostalgia players and gooners, the card itself looks a lot like Vortex Dragon, but with Varga's ability not locked behind a divine skill. And forget Nal and Yuki having the same voice actor, Otawa is literally now 2.0 due to using the same nation and having similar Vanguard units. Do not steal fanfic writers. And that concludes this Vanguard news without the bullshit. Special thanks to my Patreon members for continuing to support my content creation. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments if Dragon Empire has truly become a waifu empire.